Okay, so they shut off the Wi-Fi at this library because the data was being abused. People were playing games and that was abusing or something. Yeah, the stick is a little dirty. I'll just use this the cleaner ends, not the painted ends, to crush down all this cabbage. Should be good, a little dirt, as long as it's not chemical. Alright. Yeah, it looks like they've moved out. Not the piano yet, though. Yeah, it's locked. Close this old screen door. Yeah, waste to waste. They got some pennies. Huh. I was debating taking off, like right now, going to the next city for a chance at some internet, but man, this is just too much interesting stuff to look at still. Like this, whatever up here, a house and a shack. Whoa, a fox. They run pretty freely around here, hanging out in this abandoned structure area. It's pretty neat looking down on it. Was it built into this chicken wire? Maybe a chicken coop? There's a fox. Oh wow, I could just walk down here. It has a little private property sign that's a little worn away. Oh, is that the house? I bet these people own it. And there's a car there. Uh-oh. That's pretty neat. I'll just take it in. That's pretty neat. And a wall right here. Have a look at it from a distance. It's supposed to be a cemetery this way. Looks like they made art out of the dynamite holes. The dynamite stick holes. You can make some art out of it. So these people don't seem too active covering their car the way they do. Can I see my car? Yep, I see it. It's not the biggest city, but since it's got so much history, it's got so many relics. So many old relics from the 100+ years of activity. Right, so these people got something very tall in their yard that's only visible when you get close enough. What could that be? An old relic? Never seen anything like that before. A tower, it's like a Frank Lloyd Wright. Oh, I think they burn things, and that's the stovepipe. Goes really high up. See that they're burning something in there, but not. The smoke isn't coming out from the tallest chimney. So I guess the cemetery is like a mile out. Weather's nice enough. This is just a one-lane road. That's what makes it so interesting in this area. Is like, what's this here for? Actually, it looks like they just dumped it here as a part of something else. There's just layer upon layer of activity, which makes this mining town fascinating, because there's just like old relics and kind of not so old relics and some new things going on. It's that history of activity, bringing things in, I guess, and all that. The history of why some people get murdered is interesting to me. Just reading about Arnold Rothstein, and that he owed money and the person just wanted to kill him and was fine with that, and just guaranteeing not getting paid back or getting paid. The death of the debtor is like something that solves the debt in a lot of ways with these situations. So I guess according to this, there was a town of Lawrence around here somewhere. Maybe that's partly why the cemetery was pushed back a little further. Yeah, I don't recognize any of this. Public sampling works. Enormous winch. I think that's a winch. The rope's going down on both sides. The dude's sitting there. This mine mountain really looms off in the distance. The gray, with the gray clouds, it looms like it's some doom structure, potentially. What's that, T-John? I think one of the cows died out here. Heading towards the graveyard. Alright. Ground penetrating radar. So, from what the sign says, these people here were purposely buried outside of the great cemetery because they didn't belong. They were outsiders. So some have chairs on either side. Chair with a fence. And a whole enclosure. So I got some gated grounds here. These are unique. Somebody planted a pine tree. No access. Esther Hill died 1904. 1904. Iron was, I guess, a reason. Well, I don't know. She didn't have a cemetery. She didn't have any stone. But there is no marking. You don't know who died here. It's just a marking. That's it. Just an iron fence marking. Never seen this before. Some kind of iron cage covering the whole top, made of wood. Can't read anything. Died 1923. One side of the fence was leaned against the other. And look at that. They got a picture laminated. What are those dots about? Interesting. Maybe miners had a tendency to be dreamers, and in a lot of ways, artists as well. They have unique graveyards here. That's like a bed. You must just bring out a bed frame, a crib frame. Put so many fence frames around graves that I can't even walk around. I have to walk around them. This is more markings for the unknown dead outside the graveyard with these wooden crosses. But I think they marked them a long time ago because they're falling apart. There's a shack out in the middle of nowhere straight ahead. Very curious, beyond the graveyard. And I want to check it out, see how close I can get. It looks like it's in fairly good condition, like people might be living there. Right, 2:13, the snow is picking up. I'm not scared of that. If it was rain, that'd be a concern. Getting closer to that shack. But it's so... What? Looks like there's some kind of a shack. I see like a roof deep in the woods. Yeah, there's some old beat up car next to it. And it looks like there's smoke, like maybe somebody's burning something. It feels so much like Christmas. It's pretty amazing. If every day could feel like this, I think my life would be a lot better. Cloudy like this. And I'm approaching this. I don't think anybody would be here. It definitely looks like people have raided it. But as much as houses are abandoned in the city, this one's probably abandoned as well. The car is sticking halfway out of the building. And they like built around the car? This is like some artistic design. They lean this broken vehicle into the side of the shack. And they used bed springs as a wall. There's pumping station things. How many miles did it reach? Can't really tell. Still has... Wow. That's a new glove, so people have recently been out here. The tire is full. And there's an engine in here, so you'd think that maybe the engine would weigh down these tires. These tires don't lose air. That's pretty impressive. Some old... This could be a mining spot. I don't know why they would set up such a structure with all these crazy winches and motor, and it's snowing inside. Can that be seen? Roof is broken down. They've brought 3 winches. Oh, keep out from the inside. All right. Interesting. What kind of a display? Yeah, like, oh, an old chair. That's pretty neat. Looks like it's still in good shape. They got measures, amperes, oil, and this thing has been slid back and forth a lot. Painted all over. Some crazy winch. Oh man, loose board. All right. Wow, what a door structure. It can be opened. This is so you can hold it to pull it. Quickly made site with a fence. Snow's getting thicker. At least it won't get me wet. And they have things spread out. Oh yeah, something was slid down this thing for processing. So that winch, yeah, the plastic. So they've come out here and closed the hole, I guess. Closed the hole. And then things are strewn out beyond. What a strange setup. Only a mining camp would have a strange setup like this. Not many other places. Hey, look at all these piles of dirt. This is man-made. These piles. They've strewn the dirt, and we got quite a depression here, like they're making a channel, a pretty big channel. Yeah, they were like blowing holes in the ground here. This was dynamited, man. I'm sure they were taking dynamite after the ground, doing the processing over here. Might have been like an exploration type of venture to see how this area would be. Those are some amazing explosions. And then, yeah, such a beautiful view, especially with the snow now. I can't get enough of it. This feels awesome. Here's another exploration hole. Is that the best way to call it? An exploration hole. They've had them around all over. Yep, there's another one over there. Oh, low battery. I better stop. Alright, so they got wood and then a hole here. It's snowing so much. I should have brought my GoPro. And then it's down further from there. Man, I'm glad it's a hard snow. Alright, well, I tested out the theory that the Wi-Fi at the bakery only recognizes older computers to hook up to internet. So I busted out old Blackie iPod 5 from 2013 and tried to connect, and it still failed. The only difference is old Blackie don't give the message that there's no internet connection, whereas my iPod's 6 is telling me that it has the message. So it don't matter if it's old or not. Oh, there's a deer laying in the snow. A little chilly. I don't think that shows up. Just laying in the snow. It's a nice spot this hill overlooks. Can't see though, it's too dark. Although the snow does brighten it up a little bit. So the guy who reported me to the police lived right here. Yeah, it's all coming together now. Whenever they're close by, they live close by, their chances of calling the cops on you go up. Alright, 5:12 in the morning, and met a fox that ran out the other way. Such a beautiful morning. This is their social club, the Old Miners Social Club, which is now Radon Research, and they have like a lot of research equipment. Just looks so neat. Alright, just taking a further look away. They've boarded up the bottom windows, but that's probably because they don't need the whole building. And there's something that broke down over here. It's hard to tell if anybody lives here. I'm sure somebody do. But they built up against an old structure. This over here is obviously a train station. It's in good shape too. Like maybe it's being used for something. So there were tracks that ran up here, which is now a road. Got that old collapsed building over here. I could get kind of a better look off of this road of it, and then the train station. Alright, so there's a sign that says Midland Terminal Rye Depot, 1895 to 1949. Now a residence? It's really not clear that somebody's living here. Maybe somebody did. Alright, so this is down from the train station. Just a little further down, there's actually a train car that's open. You could walk through the snow to get to it. It's all opened up. Looks like it's an old passenger car. Me without my snowshoes. There's a nice, there's just an easy walk to get down to here. There's no snow inside. Yeah, oh, it's all made of wood. I don't know how much of this could be seen. It's so dark. I should come back in the light. What was this, an old bathroom? Wow. Yeah, it's too dark, isn't it? Darn it. What a time to come in here. Every minute it gets lighter and lighter. Jeez, okay, so this is it in the snow. I think it's a passenger car with all the windows. It's all like nicely put together. All wood. Maybe the frame is metal. Yeah, you can enter both sides. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, I guess I didn't realize how open this side was. And maybe the door fell down. They got a door on equal sides. But this one's busted in. The other one's together pretty good. This one got smacked pretty hard. I don't think it's supposed to rotate. And up above there's like windows or vents. That's a lot of work. Alright, here it is from a distance. Train station over there. City downtown this way. It's getting lighter and lighter. Yeah, all the windows are boarded up on this old train station. And it looks like they still have the electric meter.